Good morning, Everyday Math. I am at page 264 in your math journal. I know it says to start at page 263. Make sure you go back and you finish those math boxes at the end of the lesson. But we're starting today at page 264. So today's lesson is using Venn diagrams. I know that you've seen Venn diagrams used in English class, but what we're going to be using them today is making comparisons, similarities, and differences in math. So we're going to start out kind of with a simple concept, and then it's going to get a little bit more challenging. But before we start, as always, today's joke. So today's joke goes like this. What did the older chimney say to the younger chimney? You're too young to smoke. Oh, you got it. Get it good. All right. Page 264, looking at Venn diagrams. So here's our first Venn diagram, just like it looks like on your page. It says the Venn diagram shows the factors of 20 and 30. So we're talking about multiplication. What are their factors? So as you know, a Venn diagram on this outside has it's specifically looking at the factors of 20. And the Venn diagram, the circle on the right, oval on the right, looks at specifically 30. So they share some factors. So for example, the number 1 is both a factor of 20 and it's both a factor of 30, as well as 2, 5, and 10. That's what they share. But then you see the number 20, well, that's not a factor of 30, so it's only on that side. So looking at number 1, it says which numbers are factors of 20 but are not factors of 30. So I'm looking at the numbers that are just factors of 20, and that would be 20 and 4. Okay, which numbers are factors of both 20 and 30? So when we look at things that both have, we look at where the ovals intersect. So I have 1, 2, 5, and 10. List the factors of 30. Now remember, you need to make sure you use all of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, I want to try to keep it alphabetical, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. So again, when it says all, make sure you get everything inside the circle. So that includes what's in the middle. Don't forget that. Then it says, what is the greatest common factor of both 20 and 30? So we're looking at both, so I know I'm just looking at this part of the circle. The greatest common factor, which means the largest. So our biggest number there would be 10. Okay? So we're really reading a Venn diagram, we're getting information from it, but instead of like English information where you compare and contrast, we're looking at math information. So again, the tricky thing is going to be looking at this middle. So I'm going to start the bottom one and you can finish it. So it says Miss Berry teaches math and science. The Venn diagram below shows the number of students in her classes. So here's the tricky question. How many students are in Miss Berry's math class? Well, when you look at the chart, you immediately you see the number 21 and you're like, 21, that's in math. But you're forgetting about the number 5. That number 5 is also included. So we actually have 26 students in math class. Those 5 students mean that they're in the math class, but they're also in her science class too. So you have to include them with your total for the math class. The same thing with the science class. How many are in Miss Berry's science class? Well, we see number 19, but we need to add 5 to it again. So we actually have 24. Okay, so be careful. It's easy to miss this out and to actually include it in your totals. Make sure you don't miss that. Alright, that's all I got. You can work on the rest of your problems. We also have a worksheet, a MathMaster worksheet, and if you even finish that, there's another Pizzazz Math worksheet for you to work on as well. As always, work hard, and I will see you in real life.